welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's a breaking news. Yes, analysis 2023 and coming year 2024. What would be? It could have been immeasurably worse, but holding back from the brink in 2023 has simply deferred vast crisis to 2024. The post-COVID world is exhausted, crash-strapped, but ultimately more fraught than for decades. Overshadowing it all will be a flagging hyperpower at best, distracted with presidential elections, at worst tearing itself apart in voting disputes and political extremism. The likelihood the United States will be occupied by its own traumas amplifies each risk. The geopolitical given of US response will be absent, fueling authoritarian ambition or a radical upending of the global order. 2024 could make 2023 seem rational and sober. First, it is important to take comfort that Hamas' brutal attack on Israel and Israel's brutal assault in Gaza in pursuit of Hamas has not yet led to the regional conflagration many had feared. The Iran-backed Islamist movement Hezbollah seems to be limiting its involvement so far to manageable and predictable tit-for-tat exchanges around the border between Lebanon and Israel. It is notable for a group founded on the surface to resist the Israeli occupation to decide that the death of almost 20,000 Gazans, of whom only a third at most were militants, according to one IDF official's estimate, did not merit its intervention. Hezbollah may still be exhausted after expending experienced fighters in Syria and beyond over the past decade and has probably seen less Iranian cash in recent years. Its leadership may have calculated that a clash with Israel would spell the wide-scale bombing of Lebanon, render the group much less popular in its homeland, and potentially weaken it further. Or it may simply be that large-scale conflict with Israel is not in the interest of Hezbollah's main backer, Iran. Most analysis suggests, did not order, appreciated, or have foreknowledge of Hamas' October 7 attack. Iran is still reeling from internal dissent not seen for decades, economic turmoil, and probably also from the death of its preeminent military figure, Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Chief Qasem Soleimani. Yes, at a recent press conference, President Volodymyr Zelensky was asked about his relationship with his chief of military staff, Valery Zaluzhny. He said it was a working one, but the question even being asked exposes the depths of the rifts in the administration, as blame is traded for the failed summer and the money looks set to run out soon. 2023 was in Russia and Ukraine also a year in which the worst did not yet materialize. Ukraine repeatedly attacked the Russian mainland with missiles, drones, and with foot soldiers, and found Moscow unable to wreak the apocalyptic vengeance it had long threatened were its sovereignty to be disturbed. The West challenged to be mindful of this Russian fertility, but not recklessly dismiss the Kremlin as per paper tiger. So many things, but we hope coming 2024 will be prosperous for the entire world population. Behind the support, Glory Globe TV, Delhi.